Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tulane. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
He'll try to tack on one more. Looking to throw. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You've got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's King. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 29 Philly. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They want to just keep throwing it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's got his man right down the gut of the field, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. Tackled, but he has a first down.
We're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you can add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Johnson wants to throw it. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
He's now up to 66 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offensive key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to beat the D deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He'll toss it. And stampeding through the defense. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Johnson looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give from the gun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Davenport. They'll run the screen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Plows through the defense.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tulane right back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Davenport. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D-linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tulane! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and this offense?
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touch pass on the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave!
Yeah, and you failed on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass. It's Davenport. Gonna let it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game on the ball. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll toss it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane! And the pummeling has started.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a... momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're bringing heat. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Keene. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2 reload.
Now they'll run the draw. Running with power. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Bounce pass on the jet sweep. The expressway elevates over his man. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this second and short. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Looking for space. It's Keene. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Pulls it in. He's off to the races. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. They've got the defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Fuentes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover 1 and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations. But exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The option look. Quick toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And That's a great job by the defense of understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud on them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto. Lead. Play after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Davenport. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time.
so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Touchdown, Greenway! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4. This game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Let's go!
He wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fires it down the seam. And it's home into the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and... and avoid a negative play there. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Davenport. They're working that left side. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Complete to the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice, just enough space to cross. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous. They
brings it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Tulane right back to the line. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires and picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave.
didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Davenport. Looking to the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, and make plays.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense is...
Oh, look out! The 40! The 20! Touchdown, Green Wave! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.